Hello everyone, welcome back to the SBRE. We're going to do a recap of the 2010 action sci-fi movie, Inception. In today's video, we're going to follow a man who can steal information from people by meeting them in their dreams, but dreams soon become so real that he's unable to differentiate between reality and dream. Will he be able to tell the difference? Let's find out. Make sure to watch the video till the end so you don't miss out on anything. Now just sit back, relax, and enjoy. The film begins with waves crashing against a shore. We see a man named Cobb washed up on the beach. He sees two children playing in the waves next to him. An armed Japanese officer looms over Cobb and calls up to his partner stationed at a house nearby to report. Inside the house, the guards tell an elderly man named Cito that Cobb was found with only a handgun and a small spinning top with him. The guards then drag Cobb in and seat him at the table in front of Cito. Cito asks Cobb if he's there to kill him and mentions that he recognizes the top as belonging to a man he met in his dream before. In the next scene, we see Cobb's partner Arthur appears, and together they explain to Cito that the new dream-sharing technology has rendered thoughts vulnerable to theft. After Cito leaves, Cobb steals documents from a safe upstairs, but Cito and Mal discover him and have taken Arthur hostage. Cobb shoots and kills Arthur, who then wakes up in an apartment where Cobb and Cito are revealed to still be asleep and dreaming. In the apartment, Arthur tries to keep Cito asleep, but Cito awakens and points a gun at him. Then, Nash gives Cobb a kick, knocking his chair backwards into a full bathtub. Cobb jolts awake, then manages to disarm and incapacitate Cito. He then explains to Cito that his team gained access to Cito's mind because of an experimental affair and that he's still withholding vital information from them. Cito responds by telling Cobb that the dream was in fact a failed audition. In a train compartment, all the men are revealed to still be asleep. A boy on the train activates a timer and places headphones on Nash, playing Edith Piaf's Non je ne regretterai, which wakes up Arthur. Back to the apartment, Cito notices a difference in the carpeting and realizes they're still dreaming. As the rioters burst in, all the men wake up on the train except Cito. Arthur scolds Nash, the dream's architect, for the error in the carpeting. In a penthouse in Kyoto, Cobb spins atop and tensely holds his gun as he watches it lose momentum. The phone then rings and he talks to his children. When they ask where mommy is, Cobb says that she's gone. Cobb tells Arthur that they should disappear since they failed to deliver Cito's expansion plans to a company named Cabal Engineering. Approaching the helicopter on the roof, Cobb says that he'll go to Buenos Aires and Arthur to the United States. But in the helicopter, they find Cito waiting for them, having taken Nash captive. Cito explains that Nash turned them in and offers to let Cobb kill him. He refuses, then Nash is dragged out of the helicopter to be given up to Cabal. During the helicopter ride, Cobb asks Cito what he wants. Cito then tells him that he wants to know about Inception, the act of planting an idea in a dream rather than extracting it. Arthur says it's impossible, and Cobb seems ready to walk away from the treacherous deal Cito is proposing. Cito then offers Cobb the chance to return to America despite his criminal past and reunite with his children. He then asks how complex the idea they need to incept would be. Cito then explains that he wants the son of his rival to break up his family empire's company. When Cobb asks for a guarantee from Cito, the latter can only offer a promise. Despite that, Cobb accepts the offer even if Arthur is against it. On the way to Paris to find a new architect, Arthur insists that Inception is impossible, but Cobb tells him that he's done it before. Cobb's father-in-law, Stephen Miles, introduces him to Ariadne, a graduate student skilled in creating mazes. Cobb introduces Ariadne to the basic rules and terms of dream-sharing technology, such as a totem, an object that lets a person know that they're not dreaming, and a kick, a physical jolt that brings a dreamer out of a dream. Although Cobb's first rule is to never use memories to build dreams, the memory of his ex-wife Mal violently invades his shared dream with Ariadne. Cobb then travels to Mombasa to recruit Eems, a British forger, and Yusuf, a Kenyan chemist, to aid with the mission. Back in Paris, the team convenes with Cito to discuss the plan. Eems maintains that the incepted idea must be simple and planted over 3 layers of Robert Fisher's dream. Ariadne becomes worried when she infiltrates Cobb's dreams one night to learn that he still harbors feelings of guilt about his dead wife, Mal. Ariadne warns Cobb that he cannot keep Mal imprisoned in his subconscious forever. When Robert Fisher's father dies, the team decides to execute their plan on a trans-Pacific flight from Sydney to Los Angeles. On the plane, Cobb discreetly spikes Robert's drink with a sedative, and the team enters into a shared dream with Robert. They manage to take Robert hostage but are immediately ambushed by a team of rifle-wielding assailants. Cito is gravely injured, and Cobb realizes too late that experts have helped Robert militarize his subconscious against unwanted extraction. To make matters worse, Yusuf's powerful sedative may leave whoever is killed in the dream in limbo, in unconstructed dream space. But the team decides to continue with the plan. Cobb extracts combination lock numbers from Robert, who discusses his cold relationship with his father to his uncle Peter. In the back of Yusuf's van, the team descends into the dream's second layer. They're in a hotel lobby, where Eems poses as a female thief to distract Robert. Cobb acts as a security expert and pretends to help Robert by alerting him of the robbery and leading him to a hotel room upstairs. Cobb manipulates Robert into becoming suspicious of the motives of his uncle Peter. Then, the three of them sink into a third layer of the dream, taking place in and around a snow-blanketed fortress. The team hurries to complete the Inception mission when they hear Yusuf, whose van has crashed off a bridge, play a song. Realizing they have limited time, Ariadne tells the rest of the team the quickest way to infiltrate the fortress. Arthur scrambles in the dream's second layer to improvise an effective kick in the hotel where Cobb and the others are asleep. In the third layer, Robert reaches the fortress's strong room but is shot dead by Mal, who suddenly appears. Cobb thinks the operation is over, but Ariadne convinces him to go one layer deeper in order to save Robert and redeem the mission. Cito then dies as Eems places explosive charges around the fortress to act as the third layer's kick. Then, Cobb and Ariadne descend into a fourth layer of the dream. It's a crumbling cityscape that Cobb and Mal built together in the 50 years they spent in limbo. Cobb confesses to Ariadne that he incepted the idea in Mal that limbo was not real. Then, Mal agrees to wake up and be with their children. However, Mal continued to believe that the reality was a dream and eventually committed suicide. In a nearby building, Ariadne and Cobb find Mal and Robert. Cobb tells Mal that she's not real, and Robert inputs a code in the strong room that reveals a large operating room with his dying father inside. Robert's father tells him to live his own life, rendering the Inception complete. As the dream world collapses, Cobb tells Ariadne to ride the kicks up through the layers of the dream while he rescues Cito. Cobb washes up on a shore and is dragged into Cito's house just like in the film's opening scene. Cito, now old, recognizes Cobb as a man from a half-remembered dream. The two of them suddenly wake up on the passenger airliner next to Ariadne, Robert, Eems, and Cito, who have all successfully made it back to reality. In Los Angeles, Cobb is welcomed back to the United States, just like Cito promised. He returns home without problems and is greeted by Stephen Miles. Stephen takes Cobb home and puts down his bags. He spins the totem on the dining room table before heading outside to play with his children. The last scene shows us the totem that continues to spin. That was it for today, guys. We hope you enjoyed the video. What are your thoughts about this movie? Would you watch it? Have a movie you want us to recap? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.